Hey everybody, it's Brett here with the Tuning School, and today on this Tech Tuesday we are at LS Fest, and I'm standing here with Jared Oakes of Current Performance Wiring. Jared, why don't you tell me a little bit about what your company is and what you guys specialize in?
We build wiring harnesses to support Gen 3, Gen 4, and now the Gen 5 engines, the LS, LT,
Sure.
all these kinds of things. We build harnesses for lots of swap applications,
Okay.
current vehicles, old muscle cars, street
Okay.
rods, all getting these types of engines and these applications.
Awesome, awesome. So you specialize in parts, the wiring, all, like everything like that. So you know, headers, the mounts, all that kind of stuff.
Headers
or?
and mounts for specific vehicles,
Okay.
S10s, Blazers, Colorados, some
Okay.
of the less popular things.
Okay, yeah.
But wiring, we support a wide variety of vehicles, like I said, especially the older, more popular muscle cars,
Sure.
rods, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, awesome, very cool. So I've got a question. A lot of our customers at home, they are building swap vehicles. It's really common. We're at LS Fest. Everything here is LS powered. Now, a really awesome feature to LS motors is all the parts from different LS motors go on to each other. You could take whatever from whatever, it's gonna bolt right up. But the problem we see is for our students and the people we're training to be tuners is when guys do that at home, they run into big problems when it comes to tuning and actually calibrating the thing, because a lot of times the parts just don't mesh. So do you have suggestions for our guys at home on what you need to do to make sure you get the right parts on your swap vehicle?
Yeah, I get disappointed phone calls now and again from someone who's put a lot of parts together and they find out that 24-tooth motor, 58-tooth motor, which perhaps they've never even heard about before.
Right, yeah.
All of a sudden, we're trying to explain to them that's not going to work well, and you're going to
Sure.
need extra components or extra parts. Oh, and by the way, a tuner to try to make it work.
Sure, absolutely.
I recommend do research. The problem
Okay.
with that is when you say do research, the first thing people want to do is go on Google,
Right.
go on this group,
Yeah.
Facebook, whatever,
Yeah,
and
our
start asking
customers,
everybody.
our customers never do that ever.
Right.
Yeah,
And start asking everybody, what cam should I put in? What
Sure.
intake does everyone use? Where
Yeah.
do I get this? Where do I get that?
Sure.
The problem is you get so many different answers.
Right.
And that's when you end up, well, I'm going to put this piece on and I've got this laying around and this
Right.
guy said this will work.
right.
The reality of it is whoever's going to tune the swap,
Okay.
whoever's going to do the programming when
Okay.
it's finished up, talk to that person.
Okay.
See what their history is and say, this is what I'm wanting to do. What do you recommend?
Okay.
Talk to whoever's going to build your wiring harness for
Okay.
you.
Yeah, that was
Say-
going to be my next question. So let's say the guy building it is the tuner. He's going to talk
Right.
to himself.
Same
So
thing.
if that's the case, they have to talk to a professional like you guys about the parts,
If
correct?
they're tuning it themselves and they know I'm going to make this work, but I need the wiring harness to put it all together.
Sure.
Call the company that's going to build the wiring harness and
Sure.
say, hey, here's what I want to do before you've gone and spend money on all these parts.
Sure.
And say, will these work together? Can you build me a system that'll make this happen
Sure.
in my vehicle?
So what you're saying is go backwards. So ask questions first, buy parts later, not buy parts, then ask questions.
The biggest issue run into is, like I said, someone either has these things laying around
Sure.
or they've got a buddy who's got all this stuff for sale,
Sure.
or Holly's having a special right now and
Right.
I'm going to get these components and I'm going to build this big bad motor.
That makes
but
sense.
It's a 58-tooth bottom end and I'm converting it to cable throttle.
Absolutely.
And I want to do
Lots
this,
of
that, and the
variables.
other. Right.
That makes sense.
So it's a good idea to do that research in advance.
Okay.
But what I mean by that research is definitely talk to the people who are going to be supplying the electronics to make sure all those parts are going to function together.
Perfect.
If you're not doing the tuning yourself, talk to whoever your tuner is and make sure they're comfortable with tuning these combination of parts that you plan on piecing together.
That's awesome, Jared. Thank you for that information. The guys at home, you heard it here. Make sure that you consult with the professionals. Now, if they're at home and they want more information about what Current Performance can offer them, where do they find you guys?
You can search us on Facebook, or you can see us at currentperformance.com.
Awesome, that's great. For more high performance tuning knowledge, be sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on social media, and as always, stay tuned.